All right, so here it is, the Time Creation Cheat Sheet, the one-page Time Creation Cheat Sheet that's going to show you how to go from never having enough time to getting everything done without having to sacrifice your sleep and weekends. Because if you were like me, that's exactly what I would do to get everything done, and it is not good for you. So just a little bit about me. I am the confidence coach, and I am the owner and chief instructor of Family Martial Arts Academy. I'm a 4th degree black belt in Tung Sado, and I'm the author of the book How to Punch Failure in the Face. And I created this course to help you confidently and boldly build the life that you want and to become the person that you know that you were meant to be. I'm the confidence coach because I was disowned, pregnant, and thrown away by my family when I was 18 years old. And I was so ashamed, guilty, and I felt like such a disappointment that I realized I had to find a way to get my life together so I could be the parent that I wished my parents were to me. So after spending years in every course and coaching program I could get my hands on, I realized that they were only helping me with pieces of the puzzle, and I kept getting stuck. I would make some progress, but I would only get so far. And the more that I consumed and the more actions that I took, I was just busy doing and trying to accomplish someone else's goals for my life, not necessarily my goals. And only after I zoomed out and then created this strategy, or for me, zoomed out and pulled this strategy out of what we create for our customers and our students in our karate school, that it covers every step that you're going to have to go through to design a life on your terms and handle anything. When I did that, that's when I started to get these results. And the results have been just amazing. So how we can help you. We've helped professionals just like you 10x their confidence in 90 days. And Kathy is a small business owner. She owns an accounting firm, and she was accepting the way people treated her and her skills. And after she went through our course, she was so confident in who she was and what she wanted for her own business that she began to fire clients that weren't on the same page with her, and finally asked her clients to pay her what she was worth, and then she signed 3 clients. It's just awesome. And then Anne Marie is a woman in a man's world, and I can completely relate to that. And she owns a publishing company. And after going through our course, she was confident in how she was going to market herself and use the skills that were innate to her. The fact that she was a woman in the market, and the fact that she is such an innovator, and she's always looking to create big market stuff in our market, in the market that she's in, and give the businesses the best value that she has. And she has just gone and changed the way that she's marketing her company to get the customers that she needs. And then there's Joseph. Yes, he is not a woman, but he is a friend of mine, and he had started a new business, and he'd been in sales and marketing for 24 years as management, working for a larger chain, but he decided to go out and create his own business. And he was struggling with promoting himself in this business because he wasn't quite clear on who he wanted to be in that business and who he wanted to serve. And after taking my course, he got the clarity he needed and finally understood exactly who he wanted to serve, and had the confidence to go out and reach out to business owners. And he got the opportunity to present to a company that when it closes, it's going to make his month. So these are the things that we want to create for you. Now, most of the time we're not getting what we want is that we fail to make time for our priorities. I mean, it's really simple. We're overwhelmed. We're allowing other people's ideas of who we are or who we're supposed to be dictate our actions, or we just never make the time for us. We never make ourselves the priority. And by the time we're done with everyone else's stuff, we're too tired to do our stuff. We just need sleep at that point. Or we're afraid. We're afraid to make the changes. We're afraid to disappoint the people in our lives who count on us. Or we're just afraid that we're going to fail and we might not be able to do the things that we want. So I want to walk you through this sheet right now. And this is what we need you to know. this is what we need you to know. That it's a few step process, and the beginning of it is evaluating. So you've got to start evaluating exactly what your priorities are. And this, a lot of the times when we do this step, clients make the mistake of judging their priorities. There's no judgment. Whatever is important to you is important to you. And there's nothing wrong with what's important to you. But you need to make sure that you understand what your priorities are. And then, are you taking the time, or how often are you working on those things that are important to you? Right? Most of the time we're not, and we're feeling dissatisfied, overwhelmed, stressed, and anxious because we're not even taking time to work on them. Or if we do, it's not consistent enough for us to feel like we're getting anything done. And finally, evaluate, are you scheduling time to work on your priorities? Is there time for just you to work on your stuff? And it doesn't even, this is where sometimes in our thinking we forget, it doesn't have to be 2 hours at a time. It can be 15 minutes at a time. It can be 30 minutes at a time, right? It doesn't have to be a long drawn out thing. If you do it consistently, the theory of compounding will work in your favor, okay? So after you've done that awareness, now we've got to evaluate the things that we're doing. We have to get some understanding. We have to get some understanding of what we are doing with our time right now. Because sometimes what we think we're doing isn't what we're doing, right? And so there are three categories that you need to use to evaluate your current schedule. And it's very simple. Are you wasting time? Are you spending time? Or are you investing time? Now, again, no judging what it is. There are times to waste time, right? But you have to know that you've got to choose to waste time. That's the difference. All right, so wasting time. What does that even mean? Wasting time is unintentional. We all do it. We all do it. You're not being conscious of what you're doing, allowing things and other people's priorities to take over. So some examples. Facebook. You go on there to do one thing, 25, 30, 45, 50 minutes later, you're still on Facebook, not having done the thing. Or watching TV, right? Great thing about what we live in, the time that we live in, we can stream anything everywhere. Bad thing about the time that we live in, we can stream anything, anywhere, all the time. So sometimes we get stuck on watching a show, and next thing you know, we've blown 3 hours. 3 hours of our time. Or internet games. Or phone games. Candy Crush. The word search game. Wordle is a popular one right now. Or sometimes it's just work, and it's other people's priorities. Doing something for someone else that isn't something that benefits you in any capacity. All right, so those are some examples of wasting time. Then there's spending time. Spending time is intentional. It's making a conscious choice with your time, right? You're making a conscious decision to do that. So examples of that are spending time with your family. Mother's Day is a perfect example. Father's Day is a perfect example. Birthdays, anniversary stuff that you're doing with your family. You're making a conscious choice, right? Or vacations, a conscious decision to take this time to spend it doing whatever you're choosing to do. Date night, a conscious decision to build your relationship with your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Movie night, same thing. Barbecues, picnics. These are all spending time, and they're intentional. You know that you're going to do it. You've allocated the time to do it, and it's important to you to do that. And then there's investing time. And investing time is doing things that are going to give you future returns. Like watching this video right now. Watching this video right now is investing your time. It's investing your time in yourself to learn something new, to create time for you to do what you want to do. Okay? It's making a conscious choice to work on developing yourself and your skills. Taking training courses. Now that looks a lot different. We live in a great time. Webinars, Zoom meetings, YouTube, digital courses. You can take training courses anytime that you want now, right? Or learning a new skill. It doesn't always have to be in a classroom environment. Learning a new skill could be part of spending time where you go and do something with your family and friends that also help you learn a new skill. Or it's just time where you're working on yourself. When you're taking the time to like evaluate, analyze, sit with yourself and ask yourself the questions on, are you doing what you want to do? Are you spending enough time growing yourself? What do you want to do? If you know you're a mother and your kids are about to leave for college, what will you do when they're gone? So working on yourself takes on a lot of different ways, but that's an investment, and it's an investment of you in yourself. Okay? All right. And then finally, once you've done that, once you have done those things, what I want you to do for the implementation part, I just want you to look back at this week, look at today, or look at the last week, or even the last month, and categorize how you spent your time. And put like, how much time did you waste? And in this category, sometimes you may not have measured it. You can just look at your day and know that you didn't get a lot done that day. So you might have to think about, what did I do in my time? Like, where did my day go? Right? And then go back and mark it, like, where did you spend it? And did you want to spend it? Because sometimes we spend time when we don't want to spend it, when we do it because we're guilted into doing something or going somewhere. And so you need to be aware of that as well. And then finally, how much time did you spend investing in you? Investing in what you want, investing in spending time with yourself to do the things for you. Again, the investment part looks different. For me, investing in myself is doing some crafts. I enjoy that. It helps me be creative when I'm doing other things, when I make stuff for other people. That's an investment in me. All right? So I want you to make sure you don't judge your answers here. We're not judging the answers to the questions. We're just taking in and evaluating data. All right? And then once you complete this step, then you'll be able to see what you're doing with your time and what things you can easily cut out to make room for the things that you want. I went to a training a long time ago and they talked about getting a bigger plate. But I don't think we need a bigger plate. I think we just need to be conscious of what we do with our time. And schedule time to blow. Schedule time to spend, but schedule time to invest. And keep it focused on what you want and what you're trying to create for you. Now, this is just part of our system on how to punch failure in the face, which is our 9 clear steps to helping you achieve confidence and clarity to build the life that you want and to really become unstoppable, to really just how to dig in and get to where you want to go regardless of what happens. And when we talk about time, it's part of our step 4, where we talk about setting goals that matter, where we help you create priorities and set goals based on what's important to you. And that's really what this part's at. But this is our whole process that we cover in the course. So let me help you. Are you ready to ignite your confidence to start building the life that you want? If it's as easy as picking up the phone, well, you can pick up the phone, or you can click on defeatfailure.com and schedule a call with me. And it's a free call. And it's a free call because most of the people that we do this for want to end up and work with us. And I want to give you the next steps you need to start getting on the path to doing this. My personal belief, and I believe my purpose, is to help as many women and professionals as I can become the best version of themselves and be that in the world. I want to live in a world where we're all being the best versions of ourselves. I'm excited to live in that world, and that's what I want to help you do. Or if you are ready to go and you're like, I don't want to wait, I want to lock this in, we have our 4-week confidence course called Ignite Your Inner Spark. You can register for our next one. We do them every 4 weeks. So if that's something you like, I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to help you. And I can't wait to see what you do with your time now. So Tracy Huff here, the Confidence Coach. Be exceptional. Be amazing, and be you.